Hey everybody. I just wanted to share a map making method that I found on the internet a long time ago. I don't remember where I got it from or who made it, but I thought it was pretty interesting. What I've got here is a layer called ocean. It's just blue, and a empty layer called land. And on this layer here, we're going to add a layer effect, which is a little FX button down here. And we're going to add an outer glow. And we're going to change our blend mode to normal. And we're going to pick a color of like a beach, fading off into the water. So we're going to want a sand color, so we're going to pick this light colored sand and hit OK. And then we're going to come back to this window in a second, but I just wanted to get that set up, and we'll hit OK. Now if we go over here and pick our brush tool, depending on the kind of map that you're making, you may want to use the pencil, you may want to use the regular airbrush, but the harder the edge, the better this technique will work, and I'll show you why here in a second. First off, let's go with the paintbrush, and we'll pick a faded brush, and fairly big size. Whoops. I forgot to pick our beach color. So we're going to draw a beach. And then we'll go back to the pencil tool and we'll draw another beach. Now the fading that you see on this one is from the actual paintbrush. The actual brush that we had chosen up there. This one here is the hard edge of the pencil, but if we zoom in, you can see that there's a little glow around it there. So we're going to go back in here to the outer glow settings, and the spread and size of our outer glow are very small, at least on mine, on default. So what we're going to do is bring this size up to give us that fade from the land into the ocean. And you can adjust the spread a little bit, but I find that it's usually not really necessary. We'll hit OK again, and now if we draw with the pencil, anything that we draw is going to automatically be faded out into the water. If we switch back to the brush, it'll do the same thing, but it's going to be really hard to get any kind of detail, which is why I said you want something with a hard edge. You can't, with this, you can't really get in there and do small islands and stuff, because everything just looks blurry. But here you have that well defined, this is the edge of the land, and then you have that area where you can kind of see through the water a little bit. And you can play around with different color combinations depending on the look that you're going for. I just picked the beige of the beach there, but you could just as easily take, you know, a really light blue and maybe drop some of the saturation on it a little bit, and get something, you know, more like that, where it's like you're able to see into the water a little bit as it gets closer. But I find I prefer doing the beach color. It's just a personal preference. But that's the gist of the method. Once you're done drawing your shapes and all that kind of stuff, of course you can go back in and, you know, add your forests and mountains and all that. Here's another file that is set up exactly the same way. It's just using different colors. And now if I draw on this one, my land is going to be outlined by a darker color, because with this one, this would be more for like illustrative maps, like Tolkien style maps and stuff. Whoops. See, I did it again. I've got the paintbrush tool on here. And what I want is the pencil tool. So this allows you to quickly, map out your shapes. And by using by using the eraser, you can go in and add rivers, and they'll be perfectly blended in with the rest of your map. You can add lakes. So it's basically just going in and drawing everything. But the layer style takes care of blending this out into the rest of your map. And then on this layer you could also apply, maybe on a layer above it, apply like a grunge effect or something like that, to break up the monotony of this perfectly flat solid color. Same with the ocean. You could do the same thing there, just add a excuse me, a little bit of grunge or something to break that up. But anyway, that's the method that I wanted to show, and hope this helps somebody out there. Take care.